Out from that briefing by the Prime Minister's spokesperson, unsurprisingly, most of the questions were about this trade deal, the big announcement yesterday that took everyone by surprise, the second deal that was announced this week, not the full fat-free trade agreement that had been talked up over previous years, but significant nonetheless. And I think one of the interesting questions that we were asking the Prime Minister's spokesperson about was, what does this mean in terms of the UK's relationship with China? Because part of this that was being talked up by Donald Trump yesterday is about investment security, and reports, the front page of the Telegraph today, talking about whether that means there's going to be a US veto on us doing business to some extent with China. On that, the Prime Minister's spokesperson was categorical. They said that is categorically untrue. They said we continue to use investment screening measures that are in place already, and that this reinforces that. But I guess you've got to ask the question that if had you reinforced something that is already in place. So I think those details are still going to be grappled with, and they'll still face questions from journalists like us over the coming days. What they did stress again and again is that this is about saving jobs, protecting key British industries, boosting growth. I think the former of those two is key, because to an extent, and this is the sense you get, this is about damage limitation, making back, undoing the problems that have been caused by Donald Trump's tariffs in the last week, not necessarily putting us in a better position than we were this time last year. So that is what some of the questions are about as well. Also, on a time frame, they said this is a movie, not a still picture, and that is when it comes to the next stage of all this, where there could be a wider agreement on many more things, potentially controversial things like a digital census tax.
Ali, thank you so much. Ali Fortescue in Downing Street. Let's just also